Hi, Gerhard Bloom, once again looking at the tyranny and the delusions of the social justice movement. So yes, undoubtedly you are aware there's been a major escalation in the conflict in the Middle East. Hitherto, Iran has confined itself to attacking Israel via its proxies. And make no mistake, the attack on October 7th by Hamas, that was an attack by an Iranian proxy. Iran supported, funded, and helped train the murderous villains that went in to Israel on October 7th. Yes, directly involved. And those Hamas rocket attacks, those Hezbollah rocket attacks from Lebanon, yeah, Hezbollah, an Iranian proxy. And the Houthis, yeah, listed terrorist organization under Trump, delisted under Biden, conducting terrorist attacks on the Red Sea, yes, the Houthis, an Iranian proxy. And you should also know that there have been over 150 attacks on American personnel in the Middle East, from Iraq and Syria, and having killed U.S. service personnel in Jordan. This is all Iran. This recent attack where Iran launched hundreds of drones and missiles to Israel, this is the first time that the Iranians have been involved in a direct attack. Usually, cowardly attacks through its proxies in the region. But Iran was somewhat compelled to take some kind of action, some face-saving gesture after Israel killed several very high-level IRGC, International Iranian Republican Guard Corps personnel in Syria. Yep, Israel bombed them, killed them, and Iran made some statement that it will attack, and so it has. And I will also let you know, they think the matter is done, right? Iran has come out after the launch of hundreds of drones and missiles that, as far as they're concerned, matter's closed. Well, Israel, no doubt, will take a very different view of the matter. I have said this previously. Iran has been steadily working towards nuclear weapons, nuclear bombs, right? They're steadily working away on it. This cannot happen. The United States cannot stand by and allow it to happen, and most certainly Israel can't. Iran has committed itself to the absolute destruction, the annihilation of Israel. So Israel cannot stand by and allow the Iranian bomb. People talking about, I see Hannity on Fox talking about bombing Iranian oil. No, they need to take out the Iranian nuclear program. Take it out, absolutely destroy it. And I'm hoping this will offer the pretext to get exactly this done. And the United States, I've said this in the previous video, the United States should not compel Israel to do this. It should undertake this itself. Right? Undertake it itself. Why? Because Israel is forging and had forged under the Abraham Accords historic peace agreements in the Middle East. Many of Israel's neighbors see Iran as their threat, the threat in the region. Iran wants regional hegemony. It wants to be the top dog in a very tough neighborhood. It has proxies in Syria, in Iraq, in Lebanon, and Yemen. And, Saudi Arabia would like nothing more than for the United States or for Israel to take out the nuclear facilities, the nuclear bomb project in Israel. The problem is, if it is anyway supportive of Israel, its populace would be outraged because, the Jews waging a war against Islam. So publicly, they have to condemn Israel, and privately, they are very happy to see Israel take a strong stand against Iran. And they were forging a relationship and normalization before October 7th. The problem with the October 7th attack, one of the leading theories, and one I share, is that Iran did not want to see an Israeli-Saudi peace agreement. So, of course, they attack through their proxies Israel. Israel is now waging a war against Hamas, and the Arab populations, the Muslim populations in the region, of course, they side with their Muslim brothers, even though, slaughtering, 1,400 innocent civilians, killing little babies, beheadings, mass rapes. But, oh yeah, the persecuted Muslims by those nasty Jews. Awful. So the United States, if it took the lead on this, it has more than enough international justification for taking out that nuclear program, the weapons program. And no, the United States doesn't have to declare war on Iran, just has to bomb that weapons program out of existence, tell the world, yeah, we're done here, folks, unless Iran is not happy with its outcome. Then Iran can declare war if it chooses. The other issue being is Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, and Iran, yes, they're all dedicated to the destruction of Israel. So this cannot happen. If a war it wants, then maybe this is the time it needs to happen. But evading and trying to cower out of this, I don't see this as a viable possibility for Israel. And what's more, I don't think it will do so. The United States, as I'm speaking to you now, is helping Israel shoot down rockets and drones over Israel. The sky is absolutely lit up like the 4th of July with Iranian missiles and drones being shot down by the United States and Israel. Excellent. But this is not the end of it, nor should it be. The United States has said it's a steadfast partner of Israel. It needs to be. I don't doubt for a moment it's publicly avowing its unwavering support for Israel, and then sub rosa telling Israel, oh, you better proceed cautiously. We don't want to escalate this thing. Nonsense. Israel needs to do what I've described. Take out that nuclear bomb making project. And it needs to happen fast. This is the excuse that Israel can point to. And it's not a make-believe excuse. There's a reasonable justification for it. Iran is an existential threat. People use the image of an octopus, the nasty Jews, they control world finance and governments and the tentacles. This is exactly the image of Iran. Iran, the head and the tentacles, Hezbollah, the Houthis, Hamas, terrorist organizations. Israel is that octopus in that region, and it's trying to squeeze the life out of any of its geostrategic adversaries. That includes Saudi Arabia, most definitely, and needless to say, Israel. Anyways, who knows where this is going? Yes, could drastically escalate, but if an escalation happens, an escalation happens. And no, I don't see China and Russia are not going to get into a nuclear war with the United States or Israel over Iran. No. This marriage of convenience between the three countries, it's a marriage of convenience. Nobody wants to put serious skin in the game, not Russia and not China. Absolutely not. That's hysterical nonsense. Anyways, thank you so much for your time and attention. Do drop a thumbs up. Gratifies my fragile male ego. And yes, check out my book, Deconstructing Social Justice. It's available on Amazon. It's important, not because I wrote it. I wrote it because the issues could not be more important. Part of the reason why the Biden administration is going to try and hold back Israel is because it's trying to placate its radical Muslims, like those Death to America chanting Muslims in Dearborn, Michigan. That's exactly why. Awful. Anyways, thanks so much for your time and attention. Bye-bye now.